Hello, all you beautiful people out there that's on your way to those excellent credit scores. This is Monique, and today I'll be sharing with you 4 tips that's going to help you increase those credit scores even faster. And I'm talking 30 days or less. The best part is, you don't have to pay someone else tons of money to do it. You can do it yourself. But don't tell nobody I told you. There is no better time than right now to do this. So if you are ready to speed up your credit repair process and get into that brand new house, that brand new car, or whatever else in this world that your heart desires, then make sure you stick around for these credit repair tips that actually work. And how do I know? Because they work for me. And I was able to take my credit score from a 572 to a 781. But wait a minute, wait a minute. I know you're excited. I know you're eager to get started. But give me a few seconds and I'll be right back. Hey Journey Nation, and welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. Thanks for stopping by, but go ahead on and hit that subscribe button and become a part of Journey Nation, because here we go everywhere in life together and all we do is win. Also give this video a big thumbs up because that's going to help us reach more people and help more people. And to all of you out there that have been supporting us, we really want to say thank you so much. Come, give me a hug. Come here, give me a hug. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Y'all probably like, this girl is crazy. So before we get really deep into things, I want to let you know I am not a credit repair specialist. I am just someone who started a credit journey, and I want to share the things that I learned with you. So let's get into this. So your credit score is determined by 5 different things: your payment history, what you owe, the length of your credit history, your credit mix, such as if you have installment loans, that's your fixed monthly payments. If you have revolving credit, that's your credit card payments. If you have auto loans, if you have mortgage loans, that's your credit mix. And the last factor is new credit. So of all 5 of these things, the 2 things that have the biggest impact on our credit score is payment history and what you owe. So in order to increase those scores really quickly, we're going to focus on the 2 major factors that makes up 65% of our score. Before we really start tackling things, the first thing you have to do is obtain your credit report. You could get one from annualcreditreport.com. That's one for free every 12 months. You can also get one from Credit Karma. You could get one from Credit Sesame. There's a lot of different places that you can get a free credit report. Now keep in mind, I'm saying credit report. We're not focusing on the credit score here, because most of these companies provide what's called a Vantage score, and that is not the score that these huge lenders look at. So when you want to look at the credit score, you have to make sure you're looking at your FICO scores. And one place that you can get a free FICO score from is Experian.com, and that's the FICO score 8 system, I believe. So once you get your report and you review the negative marks that are on your report, the first tip that I'm going to give you to increase those scores quickly is to get any late payments removed. Now, having a late payment can impact your score tremendously. I'm talking about a 100-point drop because of one late payment. And the more recent the late payment, the more of an effect it has. So I had 2 late payments on my credit report that were over 2 years old. So once I got them removed from my report, it didn't even have much of an effect because of the age of the late payments. But if you have some late payments that are 3 months old, 6 months old, less than a year old, that will still have a pretty significant impact on your credit score. So you want to make sure you try to get those removed. And 2 ways you can do that. The first I suggest is contacting the creditor and explain your circumstances to them, especially if it's happening now during this pandemic. Call the creditors, try to talk to them, explain what's going on, see if there's some kind of way you could get a goodwill deletion in exchange for paying your account and making it current. Sometimes they may say no the first time around, but call again. I spoke to one person one time and they did not help me much. I called again, that person helped me much more. So don't always accept no the first time. Try again. Now, if that fails, what you can do is you can dispute with all 3 credit bureaus. Now, I did it this way because the account that had the late payments was actually closed. So I had to go to the credit bureaus. Now, I had a legitimate reason to do this. So I'm not saying go lie and go tell the people just some crazy old reason. But if you have a legitimate reason, you know, if there's an error in that late payment, you can always dispute, and I did this online. A lot of people say don't dispute online, but it happened to work for me because my late payments were removed. So that's the first thing that I'm going to tell you that requires a little money, because you got to make sure your account current, because they're not going to remove anything if you still owe them. Okay? So the second thing that you can do to increase those credit scores is pay your credit cards down to less than 10%. The credit bureaus like to see that you can handle making charges, that you can pay your charges off, and that you are not overspending. It makes them happy. So the ideal credit utilization is between 1 and 9%. I know this to be true because I was using my credit cards to the limits, okay? I was pretty much living off of my credit cards. Sometimes in life, we get to those points that we have to. So when I paid my credit card down to 5%, my scores increased by 50 points. So if you are like me, you know, have those credit cards maxed out or almost to the limit, then that's one of the things that you can focus on that will increase your scores a lot. So what I did first, I took the credit card that had the larger limit and I paid that one down first because that one had more of an impact on my score. And once I did that, my score soared. It jumped up in 30 days. If you cannot get your credit cards down at this time to 10%, at least try 30%. That's still a good range to be in. If you can't do 30, do 50. You want to pay towards it though. You don't want it to be maxed out so that it can help increase your score. Now, the first 2 things are the things that require some money in order for you to increase your scores. The next 2 things I'm about to tell you are absolutely free. It does not cost you anything on your end. So the third thing is become an authorized user. Now, if you've been watching videos on YouTube, I'm sure more than once you've heard someone tell you to become an authorized user. And that's because this really works. This is probably one of the oldest tricks in the book. So what an authorized user is you being placed on someone else's credit card, and then you in return get their entire credit history put on your report. And let me tell you how this can really help you. Because for one, if they have a long credit history with this credit card, then that will help you in the area of length of credit history. The second way it will help you is if they have excellent payment history. That will check off there, and you remember that one is about 35% of your credit score. Okay, so the third way it will help you is if their credit card utilization is lower than 10%. So that's 3 great ways that it can help increase your score. So you're winning all around. Now, I understand this is not something easy to do. You can't just go knock on somebody's door and be like, hey, can you put me on your credit card? Because for one thing, a person has to trust you enough that you will not go and damage their credit history in any way, shape, or form. You won't put charges on this card and overspend. So they gotta trust you to know that you won't hurt their credit, and then you have to trust this person enough to know that they won't hurt yours. They will continue to keep their credit utilization low. So that's a big ask of someone. But still, if you can do it, go ask mama, daddy, sister, brother, auntie, uncle, Ronnie, who down the street, twice removed, cousin, somebody. Ask somebody. if you can get on that card, somebody that you trust, of course. And if you can, that will increase your scores. When my husband added himself to one of my credit cards, his score jumped up 34 points the next month. So this can really make a difference for a lot of people. If you can do it, do it. Now don't go tell somebody who got a 500 credit score, let me get on your credit card, okay? It probably won't work that well. All right, we almost there, y'all. Tell me in the comments below where you are on your credit repair journey. Are you just starting out? Have you been doing this a few weeks, a few months, a few years? Where exactly are you on the credit repair journey? Let me know in the comments below. All right, so for the final thing that you can do that's absolutely free to you, that you don't have to go ask somebody else to do, is you can use Experian Boost to instantly raise your credit score. I mean, soon as you put in your information and hit submit, that score will increase. Now, what Experian Boost does is they ask you to put in your bank or your credit card that you use to pay your bills, like your phone bill, your utility bill. Then you choose and verify the positive payment history that you have, that you want added to your credit file. And they add it there and boost your score like that. Is nothing else on your part that you have to do. And like I say, it takes 2 minutes or less for this to happen. Now, the average Experian boost is about 12 points, but some people see a boost of 30 points. Some people may see 1 point. It's just really gonna depend. So this can help you out if you need that little bump over. 12 points could be the difference between fair and good credit. Now, I'm not saying go use Experian Boost when you know you have not paid your bills on time for the last 5 years, okay? Don't be going on there telling them people pull up your stuff and you know good and well you ain't paying them bills on time. Now, you have to trust this company with your personal information. So that's going to be a call that you have to make, because they will have to tap into your bank account. And that may not be something that you're comfortable with. But if you are, this can boost your score up today. So that's the 4 things that I suggest you do if you want a quick increase in your scores. Now, repairing your credit and building your credit, it takes some time. So you want to continue to make your payments on time. Don't fall behind. If you feel that you will fall behind, at least reach out to someone and try to talk to them, because payment history is a huge part of your credit score and you don't want to mess it up if you don't have to. Now, if you have tried any of these things that I mentioned today, let us know in the comments how they worked for you, because we want to help as many people as we can. As always, anytime I learn anything in this life, I don't care what it is, learning how to budget, learning how to fix your credit, on a weight loss journey. If I learn how to tap dance and y'all tell me, Monique, I want to know how to tap dance, guess what Monique gonna do? Come show you how to tap dance. Anything in this life that we learn, we come and tell you guys first. But that's all I have for you today. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and become a part of the family. Give this video a big thumbs up. And until next time, guys, see you later.